This is Hunter. Hunter loves to run. He really enjoys running outside because he can get fresh air. His friends sometimes compare him to Forrest Gump. In the winter there is often too much snow for Hunter to jog. So he usually will jog indoors on his treadmill. One day at the park with his wife he got an idea. He decided to enter the local marathon next week. He typically runs just for fun, but this time will be different. He wants to be a champion. He's determined to run twice a day until the marathon. Even when he is sleeping, he is visualizing himself running. He has strange dreams about running. Now it is the day before the marathon and he is more confident. He stretches really well on the grass before going onto the track. He is in good shape. He is faster than before. Now it's the big day, the day of the marathon. He wakes up refreshed, ready to win. He arrives and walks over to a group of runners. They all chat before the race when all of a sudden, last year's champion stands next to Hunter. Hunter closes his eyes in order to concentrate on the race. Now it's time to start the race. He got off to a good start but was in third place. He wanted to catch up but it was tough. Finally he managed to take second place, but the Shark Man was too fast. He was starting to feel discouraged. But then he snapped out of it and regained his courage. He did it. He won the marathon at the last minute. Hunter is now a champion. The end. This is Steve. Steve wants to be a famous rapper someday. He has dreamed of being a rapper since he was a little boy. But now he knows how difficult it actually is. So, he spends most of his days in the studio. He wants to be the greatest rapper of all time. His producer thinks that someday he will definitely achieve his dreams. They often go out to eat and talk about what he needs to do. He writes all his own lyrics from his personal experiences. He believes that people will like his music if he writes from the heart. He has been practicing with his backup dancers twice a week. They are getting ready for a big concert. He has an opportunity to showcase his skills as a performer. He is a little nervous, because he knows how important it is. He woke up the morning of the concert feeling very confident. He had a delicious breakfast with his producer. Then they drove to the concert located in the city. They arrived at the concert venue. Thousands of people waited for his arrival. It was finally time to start the show. He gave an awesome performance. After the concert he went to celebrate. He was on the front cover of the newspaper. His album sold over 100 million copies. Shortly after he became one of the greatest rappers alive. He even made appearances on talk shows. Steve made all his dreams come true. The end. This is Paul. Paul is a polyglot. He can speak 5 different languages. He can speak English, German, Japanese, Spanish, and Russian. When he was younger, he had a friend from Mexico. So from then he was always interested in other languages. He learned Spanish as a high school student. In university he met a girl from Japan. And he really liked her, so he decided to learn Japanese. The next semester he started taking a Japanese course. After graduation he decided to move to Japan. He wanted to further his Japanese studies. He also wanted to experience life outside of his home country. One day on YouTube he saw a guy who could speak 12 languages. Then he decided that he wanted to be a polyglot too. His new goal was to study 2 more languages at the same time. He started to study German and Russian by himself. Paul basically locked himself in his room and studied for hours every day. He also chatted with many people online. Until one day he could speak both languages. Now he was a polyglot, but he didn't know what he should do. What kind of job does a polyglot have? That was his question. He thought, and thought. Until finally he had an idea. He wanted to write subtitles for Netflix. So he called up Netflix and asked for an interview. Then they scheduled an interview for him back in the United States. He took a flight back to the United States. And the following day he showed up at Netflix headquarters. He had an interview with the CEO of Netflix. He was nervous, but he thought he did a good job. A week later Paul got a call from Netflix. He told him that he got the job and could come in the next week. He really liked the atmosphere and felt like he finally made it. He is a proud employee of Netflix. The end. This is Jason. Jason is in love. He really likes Kate. Kate is a girl in his class. But Jason is too shy to talk to her. He usually doesn't know what to say. So, she has no idea. One day he asked his friend Matt about his situation. Matt told him that he should ask her for her number. So, Jason decided that he would do it. The next day at school Jason was confident. He planned to walk right up to Kate and ask her. But all of a sudden he saw Frank kiss her. He was absolutely shocked. That night he called Matt. Matt was shocked to hear what happened too. He told him that he would find another girl and not to worry. He spent the next day thinking about what Matt said. Maybe he should just forget about her. He thought maybe Matt was right. The next day he went to the mall. While he was ordering his meal he saw Kate by herself. She asked if he wanted to sit down and eat together. Of course Jason said yes. They sat down, ate, and talked for a while. Kate had mentioned that things weren't going so well with her boyfriend. Jason pretended to be a little sad, but inside he was happy to hear that. As they were going home, Jason asked Kate for her phone number. She said yes and told him to text her later. They texted and called each other all the time. They became really close and started talking every day. Eventually they started dating. Jason was very happy because his dream finally came true. The end. This is Yumi. Yumi enjoys doing yoga. It is a way for her to relieve stress from the body. She also is a yoga instructor. She gives lessons 5 days a week. Guiding her students to a healthier lifestyle through yoga is her passion. She started yoga 10 years ago after being frustrated at work constantly. She asked her coworker why she was always so happy at work. Her coworker told her that she regularly does yoga before and after work. So Yumi thought that was a great idea and she would give yoga a try. She went to a yoga class and really enjoyed it. Then she started doing yoga at home by watching videos. She liked it so much that she decided to open her own studio. The world started experiencing hard times. So more and more students became unable to attend her class. And she started thinking of what she should do in order to adjust with the new times. And then she got an idea. She could start a YouTube channel and teach yoga. She researched how to start a channel and found many tips. Then she started shooting videos in her home and uploading them to YouTube. People eventually started watching her channel. And her videos got better and better. She became a famous YouTuber. Now, she is known as Yumi the Yoga YouTuber. The end. If you liked this video and want to see more like it, then make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.